It's on, take number 11. All right, good morning guys. Today I would like to talk about anamorphic mode in the Panasonic GH5. Some of you may already know that I already got the Panasonic GH5. There you go. Right. One of the features that it has is anamorphic mode. The anamorphic mode is a bit different with the regular mode. As you can see, I'm using the regular mode right now, which is the ratio is 16:9. It's fit the computer that you're watching, fit with the YouTube's, and fit with the current TV set, the modern one, which also a 16:9. Now, sorry, I have a running nose, a bit of flu as well. Really sorry for that. All right, now I think I'm going to show you what is the anamorphic mode in the Panasonic GH5. Okay, now let me turn this to anamorphic. There you go. So as you can see, the feature it has is it says here is anamorphic, which is off. I'll show you the difference between anamorphic mode and regular mode. So this is a regular mode. I'll take the picture. Right. Okay. Now I want to turn it on. Okay. When you want to turn it on, basically in anamorphic mode, you have several selection. It's from the high quality to the lower quality. So I will just choose the lower quality one and turn it. Before you actually turn it, actually the GH5 is asking whether you want to change it or not. I'll say yes, and there you go. So the written off is no longer there. It's changed into the mode, whatever mode that we selected. Right, now I'm taking the picture and then I'll show you what is the difference. Right. Okay, there you go. So as you can see the difference here, basically when I'm shooting with the regular mode, so that's the difference. Now, question is, why do we need anamorphic mode in this camera? Well, in anamorphic mode, the idea is if you're shooting the anamorphic mode, then you will have a flexibility to show which part of this area that you want to show to the audience. In cinematography slang, it's called open gate. So basically, you can crop some of the area in the anamorphic mode and the 4:3 to make it even longer than the ratio, to make this ratio even longer than 16:9. But with this 4:3 ratio, you can actually see it. You can actually show it, you have flexibility to show which part of this area that you want to show it. When you select 16:9, you don't have that much. You don't have that much flexibility because you already limit the vertical axis. But for this, you can actually move it up or down as you please. Now, that's the idea. The other thing that you can do is basically this anamorphic mode is to use the anamorphic lens. That's the ideal setup. Now, the thing is, anamorphic lens is very, very expensive. Very, very expensive. For the mortal human being like you and me, like me, I will not afford it. I will not be able to afford it. It's really, really expensive. what I'm going to show you now is basically alternative to use anamorphic lens or other anamorphic lens, not the special lens that is very expensive. The alternative is quite cheaper, a lot cheaper than the anamorphic special lens. Now, one way to do it is you can fake anamorphic. You can, for that I think you can go to Tito Feridan's channel, link down below, you can see it. The other thing that you can do is you will use the projector lens, anamorphic projector lens. I happen to own few of them. One of it is Kowa. This is anamorphic lens projector lens. Anamorphic projector lens. Huh. This is the anamorphic projector lens. So what it does is basically it's attached to the projector. You know, the film, the actual film here goes down to the lens, the regular lens, and then you put this as additional to project it at a wide angle. So basically what it does is stretch the image into wider image. There you go. Now I happen to get this one, not only one, I have 5 right now. If you want to know the story how I get this, is I put it in the corner there. You just click in the eye there, and then you see that there. My example here is still mint. I don't see any usage mark in here, so it's still intact, everything intact. Even the lens hood is still there, the lens cap is still there, you can see. And then the lens cap, rear lens cap is still there, a bit scruffy, but you know, still there to protect the actual lens. So this very nice, very nice example. What I want to say, okay, this lens is the projector lens. The anamorphic projector lens brand is Kowa. Right, it says that Prominar anamorphic 16H. So the item, the reference is 16H with number in it 55557. So I don't know what it means, but it's anamorphic 2 times. How you call it? This lens is 2 times anamorphic, meaning that whatever image that is going to be projected or taking is stretched twice, or it's squeezed twice if you are using it as the anamorphic lens to take the film, to take the video. Now, what you have to do is, if you have this camera, I happen to have this GH5 camera, and then you need to have a taking lens, right? This is the taking lens, and then this is the anamorphic lens. What you need to do is basically combine these 2 lenses together. See, like that. So what happened is, when you're taking the image, then whatever happened, the lights coming here, especially squeezed in the middle, going through to the taking lens, and then the sensor, and then you record it. So that's what happened. Now, when you want to combine this lens, you will need another item to combine it, of course. One of them is a clamp, anamorphic clamp, just like this. So this is the anamorphic lens clamp. Basically, there is a what you call forums, and some people is actually making this one. This one made by Redstan, very beautiful, as you can see. This one is I sand it down because apparently this probably for Kowa 6. I think this is for Kowa 8Z, which is similar or the same with 16H. But apparently, when I try to put it in, it's too small, so I have to sand it down. So be careful when you ask or you buy the clamp for 8Z, Kowa 8Z. It probably not fit in with the 16H. Slightly, so I sand it down. Right, now, this the clamp goes to the back of this this clamp goes at the back of this anamorphic lens. Right, this one I'm not going to put it in because I have another one that I'm using it every day. This one, so it's the same. Right, so I put it in. There you go. There you go. So you locked it. So it goes in the back of the anamorphic lens. So now, as you can see that this anamorphic lens has like what you call it? This is the cat eye, almost cat eye. That's where you squeeze the image. Now, it's already back in the already installed at the back of this lens. I still cannot mount it because it's too small and it's too big. So there you go, cannot mount it. Right? You need another ring, which is called I think this is the step down ring. So what happens is you put the step down ring in at the back of this lens. There you go. And then the step down ring has the bigger thread at the back and then smaller thread at the front. So now you can start screwing in. Okay, it's very difficult to screw it in here. I'll do it here. Be very careful. You don't want to cross thread that. All right, so there you go. So it's not aligned yet, so you have to align this. I don't want to do it now because it's too much. So at least you know this is how you use it, right? And I can show you some example. So let's start using it, and then you can enjoy the video using anamorphic mode with anamorphic lens. It's beautiful. Okay, I think there is still a lot of questions. Why do you want that? I mean, despite that, you know, squeezing the image, can you just have the wide angles lens and then just crop it? It's the same thing, right? No, it is not. It is not because once when you crop the certain area, then you wasting it. You waste the what you call? You waste the pixel, the sensor. Some of the image that you can actually use it, you taking out, right? With the anamorphic lens, you actually use the whole sensor, the whole pixel. So it's very good. I mean, in terms of quality, it will be better than you just crop it. That's one. Number two is if you have the taking lens that I have right now is 42.5, which is equal to 85 millimeters. It has a beautiful bokeh, right? Compared to say for example 50 millimeters, the bokeh is much better in 85. Now, can you imagine if you are filming, if you're taking video with 85 millimeter equivalent of full frame camera, but you have the field of view of normal lens, which is wide, and then you retain the bokeh, it will be very good, right? I mean, it's wide, the bokeh is pleasant, and then the quality is very good. So all those three make this anamorphic lens is desirable. When I say the bokeh is pleasant, the bokeh will not be the same as you shooting with 85 millimeters, meaning the round bokeh. No, it will not. Because it's squeezy, and then it's squeezy, the bokeh will be elongated. Elongated is as a cat eye, something like that. But still, some people prefer that as well. Another feature that anamorphic lens has is the flare. The flare is really good. I mean, the flare is horizontally, so you can see horizontal streak out of this anamorphic lens. In fact, some people really like it, and then that's the only thing that probably they want to show in the anamorphic mode. All right then. I think that's the idea of it. I want to show you some of the footage using anamorphic lens in anamorphic mode. So I think I'll put it. That's already too long, so I think I'll put it as other video, and then you can see it later on. Right. One more thing.